hustling in the heat.
Summer code.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the July 29th agenda meeting, South Plainfield Mayor and Council. This meeting has been advertised in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act, NJSA 10:4-6, with adequate notice of this meeting being provided to the borough's two official newspapers and also published on the borough's website. Amy, will you call the roll, please?
Councilman Benjavanga?
Here.
Councilman Dean?
Here.
Councilwoman Faustini?
Here.
Councilman Bash?
Here.
Councilman White?
I think he's walking in
Which I
that door
know
right
he's
now.
here, I saw him.
There he is.
Oh, there he is. Councilman White? Here. And Council President Woolen?
Here.
Thank you. Can you take us through a review of tonight's agenda, please?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, this evening we have one matter on for executive session. It pertains to the zoning official. We have the approval of council minutes from July 15th, one ordinance on for a second reading by title. There are 8 resolutions on this evening. However, we do need to remove Resolution 19-263 from the agenda. We have 3 matters correspondence, payment of bills totaling $650,383.01, council reports, and we conclude with public comments. That's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
Removing 19-258,
19-263.
263. I don't know where I can put that. Okay. Do we need approval for that?
Yes.
Okay. Can I get a motion to table resolution 19-263?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Benjavanga, seconded by Councilman Vess. Amy, can you call the roll to table 19-263?
Councilman Benjavanga?
Yes.
Councilman Dean?
Yes.
Councilwoman Faustini?
Yes.
Councilman Bash?
Yes.
Councilman White?
Yes.
And Council President Woolen?
Yes.
Passes 6-0.
Thank you. Can I get a motion for executive session resolution 19-256?
Motion.
Motion by Council President Wolak, seconded by Councilman Dean. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Council comments on agenda items? Seeing none? Amy, you were done with the review, right?
Good.
You were done, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I'll open it, at this point, we'll open it up for public comments on agenda items only. Seeing none, close the public portion. At this point, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn tonight's agenda meeting.
So moved.
We are adjourned, seeing no reason to delay. We'll go right to the public meeting. Again, this meeting has been advertised in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act, NJSA 10:4-6, with adequate notice of this meeting also being provided to the borough's two official newspapers and published on the borough's website. Ms. Antonides, will you call the roll once more?
Councilman Benjavanga?
Here.
Councilman Dean?
Here.
Councilwoman Faustini?
Here.
Councilman Bash?
Here.
Councilman White?
Yeah, here.
Council President Woolen?
Here.
Thank you. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance and the invocation by Council President Wolak.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Lord, bless this governing body, grant it the courage and wisdom to make fair and just decisions. Amen.
At this point, once again, we'll open it up for public comments on agenda items only. Seeing none, close the public portion. Can I get approval for the council minutes of July 15th, agenda public and executive?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Wolak, seconded by Councilman Vess. Ms. Antonides, can you call the roll?
Councilman Benjavanga?
Yes.
Councilman Dean?
Yes.
Councilwoman Faustini?
Yes.
Councilman Bash?
Yes.
Councilman White?
Yes.
Council President Woolen?
Yes.
Passes 6-0.
Thank you. For final adoption, ordinance 2150.
An ordinance amending ordinance 2144 that provides for the compensation of employees of the Borough of South Plainfield and the method of payment of such compensation for the years 2019 through 2023 for AFSCME union employees.
Thank you. Can I get a motion for final adoption on ordinance 2150?
So moved.
Motion by Councilman Dean, seconded by Councilman White. As this is for final adoption, open it up for public comments regarding ordinance 2150. Seeing none, close the public portion. Council comments on ordinance 2150?
None here.
Nothing, Mayor.
Ms. Antonides, can you call the roll?
Councilman Benjavanga?
Yes.
Councilman Dean?
Yes.
Councilwoman Faustini?
Yes.
Councilman Bash?
Yes.
Councilman White?
Yes.
Council President Woolen?
Yes.
Passes 6-0.
Thank you. Can I get a motion for resolutions 19-257 to 62 and 19-264?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Wolak, seconded by Councilman Vess. Ms. Antonides, can you call the roll?
Councilman Benjavanga?
Yes.
Councilman Dean?
Yes.
Councilwoman Faustini?
Yes.
Councilman Bash?
Yes.
Councilman White?
Yes.
Council President Wallach?
Yes.
Passes 6-0.
Thank you. We have 3 items of correspondence. Monthly recycling report for June, Business Economic Development Advisory Group of April 3rd, and zoning board minutes of March 9th, April 16th, and May 7th. Can I get a motion, please?
So second.
A motion by Council President White, seconded Council President Woloch, seconded by Councilman White. Ms. Antonides, can you call the roll?
Councilman Benjavanga?
Yes.
Councilman Dean?
Yes.
Councilwoman Faustini?
Yes.
Councilman Bash?
Yes.
Councilman White?
Yes.
Council President Wallach?
Yes.
Passes 6-0.
Thank you. Can I get a motion on payment of the bills for $650,383.01?
So motion.
Motion by Councilman Benjavanga, seconded by Councilman Dean. Ms. Antonides, can you call the roll?
Councilman Benjavanga?
Yes.
Councilman Dean?
Yes.
Councilwoman Faustini?
Yes.
Councilman Bash?
Yes.
Councilman White?
Yes.
Council President Wallach?
Yes.
Passes 6-0.
Thank you. Mr. Rizzo, anything for us tonight?
No, Mr. Mayor, progress.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Cullen.
Yes, Mayor, just a few items. Everyone should have received their sewer bills last week, and this week you should be receiving your tax bills. We've had a number of meetings, and I know there was a walkthrough last week, which I was unable to attend. I know Mr. Miller, at the game meet, there was a walkthrough for the pool, and the pool bids will be opened at 10 a.m. on August 7th. So we're all kind of waiting with bated breath for that. You know, I don't know if I'm the right one to report, but obviously there's a lot of road work going on. There's a lot of rail work going on. So I know a lot of times I'm taking Councilman Vesh's thunder and Councilman Benjavanga. So I guess I'll leave Len with, you'll talk about Crisdale and some of the work they're doing.
I can.
Okay, so I'll let Len talk about Crisdale and whatever scraps Len leaves for everybody else, you know, but I'll leave it to Mr. Miller, but a lot of work has recently started, so with that progress, Mayor.
Perfect. On that note, we'll turn it over to you, Mr. Miller.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Yes, the gas company has started their work with Crisdale. They're milling several streets. They're starting out by Brenda and that side, and they're going to be doing several roads over there. The milling should be done this week. They were going to do the paving the end of the week. Now they're holding off to make sure how the weather's going to be. It's getting a little iffy towards the end of the week, so that job will be moving forward. South 9th, the contractor's been out there doing survey work to address the ponding water issue that we have in the middle of the road by the intersection. As soon as that is resolved with some cut sheets, they're going to be out there starting curb work. And with that progress, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Ms. Antonides.
Progress, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you for the scraps, Councilman Vest.
Well, thank you, Mayor. Mr. Cullen called me today, actually, and asked me if I knew anything about the South Clinton Extension closing of the rails for more than 2 days. From what he told me, they've now decided it's going to be 4 days. It's probably till this Thursday?
Yes, through Thursday.
Through Thursday.
Correct.
Okay, and then Monday, they're supposed to start the Front Street one. I was not aware that they were going to do any work. They didn't notify my office, so kind of caught us by surprise.
All right.
But just make sure that you don't go that way. I'm sure there's going to be a little bit of a traffic jam
We've
in the
had
mornings.
Nixles out, right?
And Monday, they're gonna start,
Monday, they're starting
Front
Front
Street.
Street, right?
Monday, they're gonna start Front Street.
Yeah, they had originally sent us an email. I've been in communication with them, and they originally spoke about the rail on South Clinton Avenue by Tyler.
Right.
And then when I saw the sign up over on the New Brunswick, or the Clinton Avenue extension, I emailed them, and I said, I'm a little confused. And they said, well, you are correct in that it is the extension now. They replaced the first north track, now they're doing the
They
south
did
track.
The other side, yeah.
Yeah, so, and they said it'll be closed the 29th to 30th. So then, when I heard today it was gonna be closed 4 days, I wasn't aware of that. But the other one I know is gonna be closed probably the whole week next
For the whole week, right? And other than that, progress. The scraps are gone.
Well,
Thank you.
And really, just so you know, the way all that happens is, you know, Councilman Benjamin had received an email that it would be for 2 days, but then this morning when I was talking to the chief, the request came in for police for 4 days. So that's how we do, this is not a 2-day project, this is now a 4-day project. So I drove out to the location, I got the supervisor, who was out on the rails at the time, and that's when he confirmed right now, they expect it to be completely done by Thursday afternoon. With that progress.
Okay. Councilwoman Faustini.
Progress, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Councilman Benjavanga.
Thank you, Mayor. I want to thank the mayor and council for adopting Resolution 259, which established goals for contracting with veteran-owned business enterprises, hiring veterans in the municipal workforce, and recognizing the military service of residents in civic affairs and the borough of South Plainfield. Some of the things that we're required to do, and we have actually already started doing over at the senior center. There's a veterans thing. I know our clerk Amy had brought that to our attention back last year, at the beginning of this year, about posting veteran parking only signs. That's part of it, about having that in our parks and on our facilities. We do a lot of stuff with civil service already as far as looking to hire veterans and whatnot. So reaching out to local businesses, making sure that they're looking at veteran preferences and stuff like that. So I want to thank the mayor and council for supporting that. We already do at least one event for either Memorial Day or Patriot Day or 9/11 or Veterans Day. So we'll continue those traditions and look to enhance our veteran outreach. With that, I want to congratulate Joe Bellardo, resident of town. Joe Bellardo Sr. He this past weekend was awarded the 2019 Unico National DeFilippo Freedom Armed Services Award down in Nashville, Tennessee. My dad, I'm looking at a picture, photobombed the picture, which is pretty funny. But he sacrificed over 50 years of his life, making sure that there's he makes a difference through lifelong dedication and support for all the veterans. You'll see him in the parade in the Purple Heart Association and whatnot. So it's a well-deserved award for him, our resident here, and I want to thank him for his service. And with that, Mayor, progress.
Thank you. Councilman Dean.
Yes, Mayor. It was a busy Saturday, as everyone knows, in the town. I think Cultural Arts did a great job with the Christmas in July. Even though it was hot, it wasn't as hot as it was scheduled to be for the week before, so we all made it through that, and had an excellent time at the car show with Mayor, yourself, and Derek. Picked out a nice car, resident from town, so that was good. And just want to congratulate the Tiger Sharks, too, on coming in third for the season this year. Even without having a pool, they were still managed to pull it out and take third place, so congratulations to them as well with that progress.
Thank you. Councilman Dean. Wait. I like what Councilman Dean was saying, so could you keep going?
Take my progress? Take my progress report as well?
Councilman White.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. Just one quick update regarding Acme. Spoke to the owners of the mall. I've been speaking to them over the last couple of weeks. Just recently spoke to them last Thursday. They're in the process of finalizing the paperwork for the leases. It's a little complicated because there's a few different entities involved. So that hopefully they'll have everything signed soon, and we'll make an announcement about what's going in there. So I'm just waiting for them to say that it's okay. And with that, progress.
Thank you. Council President Wallach.
We could all ponder if it's Trader Joe's.
I'll start that again.
I'm just kidding. I just want to remind everybody, National Night Out is this Tuesday behind the library from 6 to 9. It's a collaborative effort between South Plainfield, the Police Department, South Plainfield Public Library, and the South Plainfield PBA 100. There's going to be...
Next Tuesday, August 6th.
Next Tuesday, August 6th. There's going to be games, giveaways, DJs, activities for children, classic car show, free hamburgers, hot dogs, and refreshments. I'm sorry. I'm on vacation next week, so I'm getting my weeks mixed up.
We all make mistakes, Councilman. It's not happening.
With that
Council
progress.
President. Thank you. At this point, we'll open it up for public comments. Anything on your mind? Ms. Boyle.
Debbie Boyle, Van Fleet. Thank you, everybody, for all your help with Christmas in July. Just to clarify, that was hosted, as it has been in the past, by the South Plainfield Business Association. The only part that Cultural Arts had in that was painting of the windows. And various organizations gave gift cards for that. Len Miller, again, thank you for all your help with everything. We really appreciate it. Also on September 28th, Unico will be hosting a murder mystery. I believe that it's already posted on the website. It's at the senior center, it's masquerade ball, and it's begins at 6 o'clock, and it includes dinner, and it's $25 a person. So if anybody needs tickets, between myself and Joe Abate. Thanks.
Thank you. Anyone else? Sandy, Ms. Doyen.
Sandy Doyen, Elizabethtown Court. Forgot where I moved to. Can you just tell me, this was a question, why the OEM building wasn't available for us to use at Christmas in July for the
Turn that
electricity?
back to, oh, the OEM coordinator's right here.
Oh,
What happened was, with the date changing, we had no manpower to actually open that building up, and that had to be manned. We couldn't keep that just open to the public. So we did our best. We had it all scheduled for the following week, but when it got changed to this last weekend, we had no one to actually physically be in there.
all right, thanks. I just was, because it was a little
I know.
harder
I know.
not having electric.
We were trying to get it open, but it wasn't, like I said, we had to put a police officer in there.
Yeah, because I know years gone by, they even just cracked the windows and put cords through that people
Yeah.
could use. But okay, I just was wondering. Thank you.
No problem. Anyone else? Sure. Ms. Grenier.
Hello. I just want to thank everybody for Christmas in July, just as she did, but I want to also commend the committee, who has met every Monday for months. And this is the best committee I've ever been on. No one person does everything. We all do all different things, and that's why this was a success. And this year, we got more compliments from the vendors than we've ever gotten before. No fights, nothing. It was really, really good. I was really, because sometimes if you've been there in the beginning, it can be a little bit hectic.
And I hear Santa worked overtime, huh?
Santa was the best Santa we've ever had. He had a smile on his face from when he got there at 9:30 to when he left. I don't know, someone had to have given him some kind of energy to go all day with those kids. He's just great, he really,
lost
really.
weight.
That could be
does
super
He shed a few
charging.
pounds.
Yep.
But he had to be really hot in that beard all day, and always smiling, love the guy. I have one more question. I had emailed the rescue squad, and so did Kathy, one of the girls on my committee, to come, and this was before we even changed the date. And the only email I got back was, no one has asked me, which is kind of stupid because no one had asked me. The rescue squad should be there. So then when we changed it, I emailed him, I'm talking about Ed, and I
Right.
said, we have changed it. I never got an email back. And we did have somebody who got sick, and we really needed to have, we give a contribution to them every year. You give them an ambulance. Shouldn't they be at some kind of event like this?
I'll be glad to mention it to Ed, but, I didn't know that happened and that he didn't respond back to
No
me. But
reply
Maybe
whatsoever.
next year, not that I want to go to next year, just put a CC on the email to him.
I will.
And
I'll put you in
definitely
it.
bring it up to him because.
Yeah.
there should
Yeah,
be
no, I
some
just
kind
thought that was the only downer of the day.
Yeah, I think
as
there
far-
was like a total of 4 people that.
Really? It
Really,
was
yeah.
hot. Would have been worse the week before, I
Yeah,
know.
oh, yeah, absolutely.
But, and I know they've been there years before. I even asked him if he could bring his mister.
They have. They've been there and they've given giveaways and the
Right,
like, so,
right.
yeah, I'm not quite
I
sure.
don't know if there, I don't know if I communicated wrong, and if I did, I would like to know.
I mean, so we
that
should have
next
had, we
time-
should have had coverage anyway, if
No
there was an
coverage
incident.
whatsoever. Yeah, no, there
Well,
was nothing.
Yeah, if anybody needed to actually get
Yeah.
it, right.
Oh, we would have called,
Right,
yes,
right.
but
Right.
they should have been
But he
there. I mean,
should've-
they're at everything.
He should
They're-
have got back to you on your email, so.
Okay.
Again, next year CC
What-
me, I'll make
I
sure
mean,
he.
it's the first I'm hearing of it. Were they at previous ones?
They were.
Yes, they were.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yes, they've always been down by the OEM building.
It
That's
might have
where
been
they
because of
always
the
are.
switch, maybe they had it planned for that first, I'm not
Well,
making
the-
excuses for him,
just
but.
a call or an email
Yeah,
to us
sure,
would have
I
been
agree.
something that would have helped us,
Yep.
Okay? But otherwise, it was great, and I'm still recovering. It's a long day. Thank you.
Anyone else? Okay. Seeing none, we'll close the public portion. We're going into executive session. You are more than welcome to stay and talk amongst yourselves. We'll be back as soon as possible.